Inspired by my coach Ate Sara, sina Kuya Eric. They just keep on releasing singles. Like this year, ang dami na nilang na-release, which is something inspiring to myself, like the younger generation as well, to just keep on writing songs, keep on releasing songs as well. And then another tip from Mama Reds naman was to just keep on singing. Parang weird sa pakinggan, just keep on singing. Pero totoo, yung parang minsan kasi, tinatanong niya, bakit hindi ka mag-concert? Bakit hindi ka mag-show dito sa ganito, ganyan? Yung parang, isa ka sa mga artistang dapat laging nagko-concert. Sabi ko, Mama Reg, parang nakaka-pressure naman po kung lagi akong nagko-concert. Sabi niya, hindi, napipressure ka ba dahil gusto mong mapuno lagi yung mga venue? Kailangan ba malaki lagi? Sabi niya, ako nga, pumupunta ako sa mga bars, like nagbo-bar tour ako, I do smaller shows kasi gusto ko lang kumanta. Sabi niya, and that's also a way to market yourself. Not just to those who want to watch shows in big venues, but also to people who are just chilling in bars. You know, that's also a way to reach that kind of audience. So that's another tip that I learned from Mama Reg. Ang dami ko talagang natutunan sa ASAP Cycles during the pandemic. And then also from Tito Martin Rivera. Ang dami nila talaga, promise. Yung si Tito Martin naman, he gave me tips on longevity. Kasi may times na parang, yun nga, we would open, my mom and I would be able to talk with him kasi si Mami sumasama sa akin sa mga tours abroad. So minsan kapag ASAP, nakakausap namin si Tito Martin pag abroad. And then there are times where we open up na parang, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to last in this industry. I wonder where this will take me. And sabi niya, no, just keep on doing what you do as long as it's your passion at the end of the day and you follow what your parents say, which is to always stay humble. Malayo yung mararating mo. And parang isa po yun sa mga tumatak sa akin. Kasi I keep on putting this certain pressure on myself to be able to live up to people's expectations. That was me before. And then, yun nga, sabi ni Tito Martin, like, just keep doing what you love. Hayaan mo kung anong isipin nila. Like, don't care about what other people say as long as you're enjoying what you're doing now and wala kang tinatapakang mga tao. Yun yung sabi ni Tito Martin. So, ayun. That's one of the things that's also stuck with me. And then with Tito Gary Valenciano, ang dami ko nang natutunan kay Tito Gary in terms of music, personal life, but also, since parang puro personal life na yung mga iba, ito naman si Tito Gary, he's taught me so much in terms of music production. Like when I visit him at his house, kasi medyo magkalapit lang po bahay namin, we're kind of neighbors. So I get the chance to see him in his studio, in his element talaga, sobra siyang hands-on sa lahat ng ginagawa niya. In terms of music production, grabe siya mag-produce ng sarili niyang vocals, he mixes his own vocals, he creates his own music, nakaka-inspire. Sobra talagang hands down. And then, I can't give certain tips on that eh. Parang, he just teaches me, and then I observe. So, I'm grateful kasi not everyone has the opportunity to be mentored by all of these icons po talaga. So, 5 yun sa mga tips na nakuha ko from my friends in the industry. Ayun.
Yeah.
Tsaka yung, kung maka-friends lang ako, no, mga icons yung binabanggit ko, it's crazy. Yun po talaga. Like, I just can't believe it.
Yeah, that's so true. Like you
Yeah.
mentioned a while ago, these are people you just looked up to, and now these are people who
Yeah.
are your friends.
Crazy.
People you can count on.
Opo.
So, crazy talaga ang life, guys. I
Yes.
totally agree. But our next question is coming from Jan Milo Severo. I will also be asking their question. And this one might have a little bit of a spoiler, especially if you haven't seen the ending of Can't Buy Me Love just yet. But they're asking, ano ba yung reaction mo sa ending ng Can't Buy Me Love? Si Bettina ba ang hula mo?
Actually, si Bettina na yung hula ko like a month before the
Wow.
finale. Opo, talaga. Kasi parang walang nang bibintang kay Bettina eh. Lahat Wilson, Cindy, Gina, kay Aya Charleston. Parang kay Mang Ibe. Yung mga ganun yung parang hindi eh. Masyadong obvious. Yung parang binibigay masyado ng writers namin kung sino. Kung sila nga yung killer. So sabi ko, si Bettina, siya yung no one's blaming her for killing Divine eh. So parang, pag tinignan mo, talagang may ano ako eh, kakanood ko to ng mga serial killer, mga documentary sa Netflix eh. Ito nang gawa sa akin ng pandemya, yung pag-binge watch ng mga true to life scene of the crime, mga ganun. Si Bettina kasi, bata pa lang siya, may certain hatred na siya eh, towards Divine's family and also kay Ling. Tapos, growing up, walang nasa side niya, she was never heard, at saka wala siyang backstory. Alam mo yun, yung parang lahat sila napakita na yung backstory nila eh. Si Bettina wala talaga. So bakit? Mapapatanong ka bakit wala? Yung batang Irene nga meron, yung batang Caroline meron, batang Charleston meron. So bakit wala yung kay Bettina? Pinakita lang si Jana na parang laging nasa tabi ni Leong Irene, but never like anything deep. So that's when I was like, feeling ko si Bettina. Tapos, ayun, since naka-NDA kami, hindi naman mapag-usapan sa set. Wala, alam mo yung parang, sino tingin mong hula mo? Wala, we're not allowed to talk to each other. Kapag kukunan na yung mga scenes for the finale, walang artistang iba na pwede sa set, kundi yung kukunan, glam team, anyone but the production and the director. Yun lang talaga yung pwede. So wala po kaming idea talaga. Tapos since they all shot alternative endings, lahat sila took turns na sinasaksak si Divine. Lahat kami hindi namin alam kasi parang nung last day na, parang sinaksak ko si Divine, pero hindi ko alam kung ako yung pumatay kasi sinaksak din nito si Divine. Lahat kami sinaksak si Divine, so yun. At least, dapat pala nakipag-bet ako eh. Kung sino yung killer, nanalo sana ako. Yeah.
Grabe, obvious na pinag-isipan talaga ni Darren.
Yes. Tsaka aside from Bettina being the killer, dun sa ending, nakita niyo po, si Stephen, iba na yung naging love interest. Si Jersey na. So, ayun, at least from Irene to Caroline to Jersey, si Stephen. Oo.
What a whirlwind of emotions.
I know.
Grabe.
Yun talaga yung totoong love triangle.
Grabe talaga. Grabe talaga Can't Buy Me Love. So, sorry if you haven't seen the ending.
Oo, na-spoil ko na.
Sorry, spoiler alert. Okay.
Tapos na yung tapos na yung NDA.
Pwede na.
Oo, pwede na.
Pwede na. But, John Milo also asks, you have a lot of improvements na sa acting mo. Tuloy-tuloy na ba ang acting career mo?
Well, if the opportunity comes, tsaka, if my schedule would allow it. Depende po sa project, syempre, of course, I'd love to do more acting in the future kasi feeling ko naman na ibawi ko yung sarili ko from The House of Us dito kay Stephen Tanueco. Kasi yung The House of Us, as Johan Silva, wala talaga akong experience in acting, wala akong workshops bago lumipat ng Amsterdam. Eto kay Stephen Tanueco, medyo, nakabawi. So, yun nga sabi ni Donnie, dude, be bothered if hindi mo naapektuhan yung mga viewers. But you did such a great job in portraying Stephen, and I'm proud of you kasi nainis yung tao sa'yo. Good job. Sabi ko, that means a lot. Kasi syempre coming from the lead, tsaka sinabi niya yun sa last day of taping namin. So it was something that I took home with me, yung parang at least na-appreciate ng mismong mga leads yung nagawa ko sa show. Ayun.
That's so true. Naka-evoke ka ng mga emotions from other. Kahit na nainis sila sa'yo.
Oo,
at least they felt
gabi-gabi.
something.
Nakikita ko sa Twitter, gabi-gabi, daming mga nang babash kay Stephen. Pero, sinasabi, nakakainis ka, Stephen. Pero Darren, ang galing mo.
Yes, that's the goal.
Opo. So maraming salamat po.
At least may divide naman, di ba?
Yes.
They got it. Okay, our next question is coming from Jeffrey Perdon from Kapamilya Online World. I will also be asking their questions. Darren, you have achieved so much being in the industry for 10 years. Ano ba yung aspirations ng isang Darren Espanto as an artist?
Aspirations as an artist. Of course, as I said earlier, to be able to release music internationally, perform again on the global stage, have more international collaborations, and also, of course, locally, just keep on releasing music po talaga eh. As I said earlier, that's one thing that inspired me from yung mga tips na nakuha ko sa friends in the industry. So, ayun po, after my concert, who knows, baka before the concert or after the concert, my album coming ma-release. I don't know. Oo, kasi we're in the works. But yun po, hopefully, more music in general. Yeah, in terms of my career and artistry. Tsaka yun, to improve my hosting skills sa Showtime, sana hindi na ako mabulol as much. Yun yung isa sa mga aspirations ko right now.
It's a good aspiration though. Practice lang and experience,
Yes,
diba?
Tagalog.
Yes, tama. But syempre, we're excited to see what the next 10 years has in store for you. But their other question is also, what is the best lesson you've learned from an unforgettable experience that you wanted to share to the new generation of aspiring